guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Refashion with me. So today I'm gonna transform these two shirts into something you have already seen on the intro. So I have got a lot of requests for this refashion because I had already done this refashion 2 years back to 3 years back. So as I got a lot of requests, I again chose two shirts and I did similar kind of refashion. So here we go. So first I'm gonna take a shirt and drape the part of the button on the body form like this and create a bodice out of it. So I'm going to create a wrap bodice out of it. Then I'm gonna measure and mark the midpoint at the neckline. After creating a line connecting the midpoint of the neckline and the waistline, I'm gonna measure 1/4 of my chest and 1/4 of my waist and mark it. For the waistline, I'm gonna measure 1/4 of the waist and add 1 or 2 inches so that it easily goes from my chest. Then I'm gonna take another side of the shirt, take out the pocket, iron it and create identical piece for another part of the body. Before creating the identical piece, I'm gonna mark the pleat of our first body so that I don't forget how it measures. So first I'm gonna mark the pleat and then I'm gonna create identical piece. Mimicking the same mark point of the pleats, I'm going to create pleats on another side of the body. Now mimic the midpoint of the neckline and the waistline for another part of the bodies as well so that we connect it from there. Now I'm gonna place the bodies over each other, overlap it from the neckline, connecting the midpoint of the neckline and pin it and connect the overall bodies from the waistline. Then I'm gonna take another shirt and cut out the collar, leaving 0.25 seam allowance because it's quite usable and I don't know if I'm gonna use it or not. Then I'm gonna cut out the sleeves and shoulder. Then from the remaining part of the bodies from our previous shirt, I'm gonna cut out back piece by just tracing the front piece like this. Then I'm going to take the back bodies and create a neckline facing from the remaining part of the fabric. Then I attached the facing and connected the front and back bodies from the shoulder. Then I'm going to take the sleeves and cut out the cuff, leaving 0.25 seam allowance and cut the sleeves open. Now I'm going to take another shirt and cut out the collars and dismantle the whole piece by cutting out the sleeves, cutting out from the shoulder and sides. Then I'm going to take the shirt and iron it and make it flat. I'm going to cut a skirt out of it, so I'm going to fold it in half. First, I'm gonna measure the length. So for the length, I want to make it a knee length or midi kind of skirt. So I'm gonna keep the length as it is, whatever length I get from the shirt. Then I'm gonna mark it and make a 90-degree straight line, and that's our waist. Then for the waistline, I'm gonna take the bodice as reference and fold the body in half and measure the same measurement at the waistline, mark it and make a A-line skirt out of it. I measured at the hip line and saw the fabric were not quite enough to hug the hips, so I decided to add extra flannel at the sides. So for the side flannels, I needed long stripes that measured quite similar to the skirt length, but I didn't have any, so I decided to cut the sleeves and join it and make a long flannel. So I just eyeballed the measurement and cut it like that. So I quite managed to make a long stripe out of the sleeves by cutting and joining it identically, and the stripes on fold measures 3 inches. So that's how my side flannel look like, and I'm gonna add the side flannels, first connecting it to the sides of the front part and then connecting the whole piece to the back part. Then for the inner lining of the skirt, I took a regular cotton fabric or any fabric for the lining, and then I folded it from the corner and measured the skirt and cut out a similar A-line piece out of it, leaving 0.25 seam allowance. So for the length of the skirt, I just eyeballed it, or you can just make it up to the knee length or even shorter. The reason why I'm adding the lining is because if the dress does not have any lining, it just gets into the butt crack and the dress kind of looks unpleasant. Then I took whatever pieces I had and I cut out stripes, long stripe measuring up to 2 or 2.5 inches to make it a waistband. Then I'm gonna join all the stripes and make it a long one, and then I'm gonna fold it in half, make it double and cut it measuring equal to my waistline to make a waistband. After that, I'm gonna interlock the waistband and connect it to the bodice. After that, I'm gonna attach the skirt and lining to the bottom part of the waistband, somewhat like this. Then I'm gonna fold the bodice in half and create the midpoint at the front and the back, and similarly I'm gonna create midpoint at the front and the back of the skirt and lining as well, and then I'm gonna connect both of the bodice and skirt from the midpoints and stitch it. Carefully notice how I am connecting the lining, sandwiching the bodice part in between the lining and the skirt so that the right side of the bodice is seen inside of the dress, and the finishing is quite good as well. To finish the hemline of the skirt, I'm simply gonna fold it and stitch it. Then for the sleeves, I'm gonna attach the cuff I cut before at the armhole. So for that, I'm gonna mark a midpoint at the cuffs by folding it in half and then connecting the midpoint to the shoulder line and then attaching it. Now I have 2 sleeves left and I'm gonna create a belt out of it because the waistline is quite loose, so I'm gonna make it look a bit fitted by tying the belt at my waistband, and I'm done. So that's it guys, that's how you make a simple formal looking dress for summer out of college shirts. So this dress is made from Prasadi college shirt which was donated before, so you can also turn your college shirt into something fun like this. So yeah, I hope you like this video guys, and I hope you also turn your college shirt into something fun like this. If you like this video, then please give it a big thumbs up, like, share and subscribe to my channel for more DIY fashion and many more videos on styling as well. And don't forget to mention or tag your friends use of your college shirt like this. So yeah, see you next time. Till then, bye and take care.